Hello there. I am cooking my second HelloFresh meal today. Last night I cooked the mini pork meatloaves and the sauteed red cabbage and sweet potato wedges, and it was delicious. And today I'm cooking the second meal that I received, which is a toasted rice bowl. I'm going to go ahead and share this out really quick. So if anybody who's watching has questions, you can feel free to ask those. Let me share that and then we will get started. I like when I have the chance. So one of the perks of working from home is being able to cook dinner during my lunchtime. It's kind of one of my tips to get things done a little bit more efficiently. So glad that I am able to cook at home during the day, and then at night we can just heat it up, because Blake has his first flag football practice tonight. So figure I'll go ahead and cook this right now during lunchtime, and then I'll probably have it for lunch. So when I signed up for HelloFresh, I did the family plan that feeds 4 people. And since there's really only 3 of us, and I usually eat leftovers the next day, that works out perfect. So today I'll have one of the servings, and then tonight we'll have the rest of them for dinner. And then I still have my dinner from last night that as leftovers that I can eat for lunch the next day. So, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. It says for this toasted rice bowl with shrimp, sweet corn, and red bell pepper, and the prep time is 15 minutes and the total time is 30 minutes, and it gives you the level here. So the level is a level 1 recipe. Last night I feel like it took a little bit longer than it said, but not too much. It was pretty much on point. I also like how they kind of give you the fat and calories down at the bottom as well. Alright, so I've gathered all the food, and I'm going to go ahead and flip. And again, it's got it broken down into 6 different steps. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. And it's told me what I needed to bust out, so I tried to bust out the things I need to bust out here behind me. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna toast the rice, heat a large drizzle. They like to use the word drizzle. I like to use the word sizzle, they like to use drizzle. A large drizzle of oil in a medium pot over a medium-high heat. And then add half the rice and stir until rice is golden brown. Something that I haven't really done. I'm going to test the sound really quick just to be sure. Okay. Before I've done some of these live videos and the sound doesn't come through. And I hate that. Okay. Do a drizzle here of oil. Like how they're kind of Rachel Ray style, no measuring, just kind of throwing stuff in. Grab it. Okay, so I'm going to heat the oil, and remember you want to heat it until you get that sizzle, and then we'll add half the rice. And so I've got 2 packages of rice, so it's going to be really easy to tell which is half. So I'll do 1 package of rice. Like I mentioned, the HelloFresh offers the family meals, and then so servings for 4, and then they also offer servings for 2. So if you're a couple that doesn't yet have a family or kids or anything like that to feed, you can get these delivery service meals for just 2 people. But I would go ahead and get the 4, cook it all, and then have leftovers. That's what I would probably do anyway. Put my scissors out. Oh, I put my scissors away. Open this. It's hard to open. I put my scissors in the dishwasher last night because I used them to cut the meat. Okay. So let's test for some sizzle. Slight sizzle there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add the rice and stir it for about 3 or 4 minutes. So it's 11:48. me of when I make like the rice-a-roni. I do this with it, so I guess it's kind of the same idea. The rice I'm using is basmati rice. So I always like to read ahead and see what the next step is. So 3 to 4 minutes on that. Step 2 is to boil the rice. I'm going to add remaining rice and 2 cups of water. It did not tell me to bust out water. That's okay. Wish it gave me a list of everything I needed to bust out. Alright. It says once the grains turn golden brown and release a deep nutty aroma, you're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare the water. A little golden brown here. I'm assuming that the toasting of the rice is going to give it more flavor, kind of a nutty flavor. About 1 more minute, I'm going to add the water. Nice golden brown look. I feel like that's good. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and add in my water slowly. Lots of good sizzle there. And add the remaining rice and the water, and then I'm going to bring it to a boil and then let that cook. Alright, I'll wait for that to boil. Go on to the next step. Next step is step number 3 is prep remaining ingredients. And I'm going to wash and dry all the produce. So I've got scallions, I got a lime, and 2 red bell peppers. They look like they're in great shape, good condition, so that's good. Good to see. Okay, and then I'm going to core, seed, and remove white ribs from bell peppers, then thinly slice. And then I have garlic too. I need to mince. And I need to drain. Oh, I forgot the corn. Let me grab the corn. Alright, so let me take this over to the sink and give it a wash. Reduce heat to a low simmer. We'll set the timer on that. One of the things I did like about last night's meal is that I could go ahead after it was a lot of hands off. Like you put it in the oven and then you just kind of wait. So that was nice. And I did ask my husband, because last night I was mentioning, this little scallion didn't look too happy. Last night I was mentioning that I usually don't put like the chives and the garnishes and stuff like that. And I don't know. So I forgot to put it on the meal, of course. And my husband's like, wait, I thought we were supposed to have green stuff. And it's like, oh yeah, wait a second, let me get it for you. And then once I put it on there, I'm like, does it taste any different? He's like, no. So mainly just presentation most of the time. Not really taste. So, I'm going to core seed and, okay, slice these up. So I've always found, I don't know why I cut them this way. I figured you could probably just cut the top, but I always cut around the stem. They smell delicious. Pull out the stem, and then I go wash out all the white stuff in the middle. Maybe I do it this way because I've made stuffed peppers. I don't know. I really could just chop off the top and it would be all the same difference probably. All right, let me go get the middle stuff out there. Okay, now I can slice these up. And I found it's easier instead of trying to slice them from the outside. If you slice them on the inside, it's easier to slice it that way. Am I slicing or chopping? Thinly sliced, okay. And again, remember when you're chopping or any vegetables or meat, things like that, you want to chop them as uniform as possible so that they cook evenly. Something I'm not too good about, but I try to remember. So you can see it's much easier, it's harder to cut this way than it is if you flip it over and cut from the inside. It makes it much easier to cut. These red bell peppers smell really good. I've got some, so my garden, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook or anything, you'll see pictures of the things that are growing in my garden, and I have some red bell peppers that are growing in the garden. And in the spring and the summer, I'm really good about tending to the garden and making sure it's all kept up. And then once it starts to get cool and I'm not outside as much and we start school back, I just don't have time to get out there. So it's kind of a wild garden right now, but I feel like it's doing almost better. No, it did really well, but I feel like it's doing well even though I've just kind of let it run wild. But I've got lots of red bell peppers out there, lots of jalapenos. And then the strangest thing are pumpkin seeds. If you saw that, we usually have a pumpkin seed fight with all the seeds from the pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern that we cut for Halloween. And so we usually have like a little pumpkin fight with it and throw the seeds and all the goo at each other. It's fun. I don't know why I started that, but we did. So we usually do that, and which means that our driveway, the cracks of the driveway end up with pumpkin seeds in them. And this year, they started growing. I don't know if it's from last year, if we had done it yet, but they started growing shortly after. And so now we have a pumpkin that's probably about this big right now, that's growing. I transferred it to the garden, but it was from our jack-o'-lantern that we cut open that just started growing from the seeds that we were throwing at each other. So I think that's pretty neat. We have a couple more that are growing this year right now too, in like the cracks of the driveway and things like that. So I'll need to make sure that I transfer it over. It's funny because we bought actual pumpkin seeds from from the garden center, and they're not, I mean, it's the plant's growing, but the pumpkins are not growing. But I laugh because the actual pumpkin seeds that we did not plant, that planted themselves, are the ones that are actually growing in our in the garden. So that was fun. So I'm going to cut this into wedges. Lime smells really good. I feel like the lime will make a big difference in the flavor for sure. All right, so, oh, then I have to mince the garlic. I don't know if you watched me cook my Blue Apron, but I know garlic is probably really good, and roasted garlic I know is really good, but I usually just buy the jar that has the already minced garlic so I don't have to mess with it. I do like, so in the Blue Apron I got like the bulb of garlic, but this one they just sent me just what I needed. But I didn't know in the Blue Apron that I was supposed to use the garlic on the next meal, so I kind of thrown it away. That's okay. I'm not a very good mincer. I'm a good rough chopper. I'm not a good mincer. I don't have the patience to keep going smaller. Okay, so that'll work. And I cut the lime, and I need to drain the corn. Get out the can opener. It's so funny. I went into the pantry this morning and I was like, when did I buy this corn? I don't remember buying this Goya corn. And then I remembered I didn't buy it. It's from my HelloFresh. Everything smells good. I'm hungry. I made it a point to make sure that I started cooking around 11:30 so that I could be eating around like noon. Okay. So, and I have drained the corn. All right, so we're halfway through now, and I am now on step 4, which I'm going to cook the veggies and the shrimp. Again, I'm going to heat a large drizzle of oil in a large pan. Let me go ahead and do that. Did I put the oil up? There it is. Drizzle. Okay. I'm going to let that heat until I get some sizzle going. And then I will add my corn, my bell peppers, my scallions, or it says they're a pinch. So I also got chili flakes. So with this recipe, there's 2 things that I'm probably going to leave out and let my family, let my husband add in if he wants to. So the chili flakes, Blake doesn't really like things too spicy, so I'll probably leave this out and you can add it in if you want to. And then the other thing this comes with is peanuts. Blake's allergic to peanuts, so I won't be putting the peanuts in, but I'll leave them on the side so we could, if Chad and I want to put them on our top of our food, we can do it that way. All right. So let's see if that's sizzling yet. No, not ready. Let the oil go all over the pan here. So one of the reasons why you don't want to put food in the pan before the oil's had a chance to heat up is that your food will just start absorbing the oil and it'll get soggy. So you want to make sure that you wait for that sizzle till it's nice and hot. Let's try it again. Yeah, no, not so much. Not ready yet. Not ready yet. Okay. So I'm going to toss that for about 5 to 7 minutes. Then I'll add the shrimp and garlic. Toss until cooked. Okay, how much time do I have? We've got about 12 minutes left on the rice. Alright, let's test for our sizzle now. Little sizzle. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. Got my bell peppers. Ooh, got the sizzle going. And my corn. I like all the colors. The colors look nice. Bell peppers, corn, the scallions, or green onions. I call them green onions. I don't know what you call them. Scallions. I like how colorful the dish is. I always get so upset when I eat just a dish that's all beige. I like to have some color. Okay. So I'm going to do that for about 5 to 7 minutes. Let that cook. Let me just throw some corn out with butter. A little bit more. Also check on the rice, give it a little stir. I can definitely see a difference between the rice that we toasted and then the second rice that we added in. So one's kind of more of a brown, dark, kind of toasty color, and one's just plain white. So there is a difference there. I'm going to go ahead and clean up some of this while we go. watching. You want to say hi or ask any questions? So I'm cooking today, just to kind of catch up while I wait for that to cook. This is my first time to get HelloFresh, and my second meal that I'm cooking. Last night we made the mini pork meatloaves with sauteed red cabbage and sweet potato wedges. They were really, really good. My husband loved it all. The red cabbage, like I mentioned, it wasn't something that we would probably ever have. It was good though. I enjoyed it. I ate it. Blake really liked the sweet potato wedges. He wasn't a fan of the meatloaves because I put onions in them. So next time probably try to not have those in there for him. And then today I'm cooking the toasted rice bowl with shrimp, sweet corn, and red pepper. So working on getting that cooked together. And right now I'm just sauteing the red bell pepper and corn. And the scallions, or green onions. I'm letting the rice cook. Alright. So I've got that under control. And then, so the next two steps, we're going to fluff the rice with the fork and add it to the pan with the soy sauce. I thought it was weird. I got a bunch of, I feel like I've been to a Chinese restaurant. I got a bunch of packets of soy sauce. So that's how they sent the soy sauce, but that works. Does it say how much I'm supposed to put in? Just like all of it, or as many packets as I desire? And then I'm assuming this is the sesame oil, and it came in this little fish, which makes me feel like it's fish sauce, but I'm sure that it's sesame oil, because that's what I'm supposed to have. Open it and see. It's hard to open. Sesame oil is always so good. Oh yeah, that's sesame oil. It has so much flavor, and so you don't need a lot of it, so that's good. Let's put the top on doing that. I like this little fish too. Oh, it's a HelloFresh fish. Very cute, very cute. And then season with salt and pepper. And then I'm just gonna serve it. That's easy. When do I put in the shrimp? Okay, shrimp only need like 3 or 4 minutes. The only thing, so like I mentioned, on Saturday I got my box and they delivered it to my door. I don't remember what I was doing. There's so many things that I was trying to do. Is like trying to finish Christmas decorations. We were having the neighbors over. My Christmas party at work was the night before, so it was crazy. I was trying to do stuff. I heard them come to the door. I was like, great, I know that it's packaged well. I'm just gonna leave it there until I need to. So then I went to the grocery store, came back, and when I came back from the grocery store, I unpacked the box really quick. And the only thing that looked rough to me in there was the shrimp. It kind of arrived a little rough, but that's okay. I'm sure it got wet. And it freaks me out a little bit that this isn't like vacuum sealed. That there's a little give here, but it smells fine. So I think we'll be okay. And I'll put it. And if we're not okay, we can all point back to this video and know why. No, it smells fine. I don't think it went bad. So one of the things that I like about these meal services is you get to try things that you probably wouldn't try before. Like I mentioned, I would never cook red cabbage and onions. That's just not my thing. But we tried it and it was good. Some of the other meals I tried, I probably wouldn't have done that, but it was good, and I enjoyed trying something new. And I'm sure as I progress along, I'll be able to learn some new cooking techniques and things like that. But one of the things that I don't like about it, see, this one's like vacuum packed. One of the things that I don't like about it as much is if I wanted more shrimp. I mean, I guess I could go to the store and buy more shrimp, but I can't. Or if we needed more sweet potato fries, so we had plenty last night, so that was fine. But there's been times where I've cooked the meal and I'm like, oh, this is really good. I wish we had more of that. You don't really get that option. But other than that, I've really enjoyed it. Okay, this shrimp smells good. This one was packaged much better than that one, but that's okay. I think we're all gonna live. Okay, time to add in everything else. Alright, so I'm still on step 4. I'm gonna add the shrimp and the garlic. Add the shrimp first. I'm assuming they've washed it. It didn't tell me to wash the shrimp. I'm sure it's good. I'm hoping that it's good. We'll see. You see me at flag football practice and I don't look so good, you'll know what happened. Alright, and then the garlic. I wish you could see the inside, but that's okay. Alright, so that says to cook it for about 3 or 4 minutes. Shrimp usually cooks really quickly, so you just want to make it go from translucent to opaque, to where you can't see through it. I do like the fact that they sent the peeled and the veined shrimp so that I don't have to do that, because I don't enjoy doing that at all. Keep refrigerated, best remains. It doesn't say I need to wash it, so I think I'm going to be okay. Keep refrigerated, yeah. Cook it, all that good important stuff. I'm going to wash my hands though, because I'm freaked out when I touch raw meat. This should finish cooking just about the time that the rice is finished, so it should work out perfectly. So I enjoy the way they wrote the steps so that you don't have that time where you're standing there doing nothing. Got about 2 more minutes left, so if we went by, it said prep time 15 minutes, total time 30 minutes. I think I jumped on here at about 11:45, so I would say that's pretty much true to time because I only have a couple minutes left. And then I can fix my food and go back to my desk and finish my work, and I'll already have dinner ready, so then I can work a little bit later and not worry about having to rush home after flag football practice. We've never done flag football. That's so hard for me to say. We've never done flag football, so I'm really interested to see kind of what it all entails. Blake keeps asking me, he's like, do I need a helmet? Do I need like all the gear? It's like, no, I think it's like what you play at school. 2-hand touch and no tackling, which makes me happy. I'm not ready for tackle football. I think he probably would love to do tackle football, but I'm not ready for that yet, so we'll stick with the flag football for now. All right, I've got 1 minute left. I'm going to go ahead and fluff my rice. I think it should be good to go. Turn off the timer. Give the shrimp and vegetables a stir. Shrimp look nice and done. So whenever your shrimp are done, they'll get a little bit tighter there. Shrink a little bit and then turn opaque to where you can't see through them. Okay, and go ahead and fluff the rice up. Add it in. A little bit sticky to the bottom. fork, add to the pan along with the soy sauce and sesame oil. Toss another minute and then finish it. I don't know how much of the soy sauce I'm supposed to use though. I don't know why there's so many packets. I wish they had made another little fish of soy sauce. Alright, so I'm just going to drizzle my little fish. I like sesame sauce. Sesame oil. So fragrant. Oh, that smells so good. I feel like there's a lot of rice to vegetable and meat ratio, but that's okay. I like carbs. The sesame oil makes it smell so good. All mixed in there. Turn it off, and then I'll add in that. Let's go ahead and plate it. And like I mentioned, I left out the chili flakes because I know Blake won't like those, and then the peanuts because he's allergic to them. So I'll probably sprinkle some peanuts on top of mine, and I know my husband will add the chili flakes to his as well. Looks like it makes a lot, so that's nice. Alright, and then I'll add my soy sauce. I guess you could do that kind of on an individual basis, however you would like it. And I'm going to sprinkle some peanuts so I can open them. I thought the peanuts were going to be chopped up. They're not. That's okay too. Alright, and then some lime. Let's use a lime there. Make it nice and fresh and tasty. And that is my second HelloFresh meal. Very easy to make. Came in right under the time that it said. This is the toasted rice bowl with shrimp, sweet corn, and red bell pepper. So I've got my lunch made now. I can head back to work, and I already have dinner made as well this afternoon. So be on the lookout. In a couple of weeks, I'll have a full review up of HelloFresh for you. And if you have any ideas for food subscription boxes that you think I should try, let me know. I'm having fun trying these different boxes and these different foods. I think I want to try one of the snack boxes next. So if you have any suggestions for food subscription boxes to try, like I said, let me know, and send me, if you have a referral link that you'll get credit for, send it to me, and I'll be sure to use it so that you get credit for that. All right, have a good afternoon.